In part 2 of our Dvar Torah about the Chalav and the Dvash, so we brought down a side discussion about the Torah shebe'al peh and the Torah shebichtav, which one is Din and which one is Chesed. And we mentioned from the Arizal that Torah shebichtav is considered to be Din, and we mentioned from other Mekubalim that it's supposed to be Chesed, a bit of a stira. And then we brought down a beautiful way to try to reconcile it by saying that the actual Torah itself, the Torah shebichtav itself, comes from an aspect of Din, while the learning of the Torah shebichtav is Chesed, and vice versa when it comes to the Torah shebe'al peh, that at its essence, at its ikor, its atzmiut is Chesed. But when we learn it and try to understand Torah shebe'al peh, it becomes like Din in the milchamot of the Torah. So I was speaking this over to someone in the Beit Knesset, and I actually Lubavitcher, and he says, "Oh, I was just reading a ma'amar of the Rebbe Rashab in Bati Legani. This is the year 5710, section Tet Zayin, and he said this might actually aid in understanding. And here the Rebbe Rashab is speaking about the chokhmah, the wisdom of Shlomo HaMelech, and he explains that the wisdom of Shlomo HaMelech was so high, was so great, we couldn't really grasp it. It was so cryptic, so hidden. So he says, "Ukmo mishlei Shlomo," like the parables of Melech Shlomo. She'eno nikar v'nirgash godel chokhmah de chokhmah Shlomo. He says that it's when you read the actual stories themselves, you don't fully understand what's so great. You don't get it. But only once the Chazal come along and then they start explaining it a little bit and bringing in mashalim, bringing in different parables to try to explain it more, then it starts to make a little bit more sense. Oh, that's a lot of depth over there. A lot of times with midrashim are written on levels that even little kids can say, wow. But as you get deeper, and as in a lot of our Divrei Torah, we try to go through the midrash and try to get deeper and deeper. The deeper you go, you're like, oh my God, there was so much over here. So he says, aval b'meshalim atzman hareino nirah or sechel v'chokhmah. When you take it down to that simpler level of stories, you don't fully see it in that level. Lachen b'siporei ma'asiyot shebatorah yesh ben sodot v'razin ilayin הרבה יותר מכמו בדיני Torah. So says the Rebbe Rashab, you should really know that in the stories of the Torah, some of the deepest secrets, some of the most sublime mysteries, the greatest level of Torah is in the stories. Aval eino nikar klal, but you don't see it at all. I heard the same thing. I believe it was the Lesha, maybe it was quoting the Gra. Avu lefi she'etzem ha'or hu sod satum ve'eno bali degilui rak al yedei hester ve'helem. Basically, there's such greatness in this chokhmah, in this mashal, but we don't see it. It's hidden. So I was saying, if we take this idea back to what we were saying, if like the Arizal says that the essence of the Torah is din. Now, what is din? Din is the idea of tzimtzum. It's the idea of contraction. That inside the Torah, we have those few words. The Torah shebichtav is so much smaller than the Torah shebe'al peh. That's the concept of holding back, of putting it all in there. That is the idea of din. The Torah shebichtav at itself is so cryptic. It's so hidden. It's so deep. There's so many levels and levels and levels on the Torah shebichtav, but we don't see it that way. We see it as simple. So when we're learning it, oh, it's easy, I understand it, it's nice stories, it's chesed, it's light, oh, this is nice and easy to learn. But as you get deeper and deeper and deeper, you realize, oh my God, it's really all just hidden inside. It's all contracted. It's tzimtzum inside the Torah shebichtav. Really, it's din. We just approach it with chesed. And thus we see it really is the matter of perspective. That from our perspective, we're thinking the Torah shebichtav is chesed because it appears so easy and so light. But as we learn, as we get deeper and deeper, we realize how much is concealed inside, how much is in the Torah shebichtav behester, and that really is the essence of it being din. Shabbat shalom.